With the preseason coming to an end, NFL teams are starting to get ready for the NFL season, and experts are making their picks on who will go to the Super Bowl. Last week, I made my predictions for the AFC. Now, it's time for my NFC predictions. As mentioned in my previous video, I will not be going in full detail about the team's schedule, just a quick summary of the record and if they'll make the playoffs. Now, let's get into predictions for the NFC. Let's start with the West first, which I think is going to be a lot better this year. This actually shocked me when I was making my picks, but I have the LA Rams going 15-2 and we'll get the 1 seed in the playoffs, which sounds crazy, but with guys returning from injury, I think it might happen. And second, we have the 49ers going 12-5, making the 5th seed in the playoffs. They also have an easy schedule as well, and have a good offense to work with. Next, the Seahawks will miss the playoffs by 1 game, but they have a balanced schedule full of good and bad opponents, and go 9-8. Lastly, the Arizona Cardinals will finish 3-14, which makes them the worst team in the NFC. I feel like the offense will get worse this year than last year. Overall, I feel like the NFC will get better and be a more competitive division this season. I will say, out of all the divisions in the NFC, this is one of the weakest. With that out of the way, I had the Vikings winning the division, going 13-4 and getting the 3 seed in the playoffs, followed by the Packers going 9-8, and they have a pretty tough schedule in my opinion. Also in third, we have the Detroit Lions going 7-10, which is a downgrade from last year, and also have a very difficult schedule to work with. And in last place, we have the Chicago Bears going 4-13, but I feel like it's very bad. This will be another rebuild year for them. The NFC North is a very weak division this season according to my predictions, by the looks of these records. Remember a few years ago when this division was the joke of the league? Well, not anymore. This division has gotten more good over the years. The Eagles will win the division, going 14-3 and getting the 2 seed in the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys will go 11-6 and get the 7 seed in the playoffs. I feel like they also have a tough schedule. This is followed by the the Commanders. I forgot, I can't say. Anyway, they will go 6-11, and I feel like they could make the playoffs with the schedule, but at the same time, it won't happen. In last place, the New York Giants will go 5-12, and I think they could go 6-11 or 7-10, depending on the opponents, and the schedule does not seem that difficult, but we will see this season. The division I feel like will start to become more difficult to win as the season goes on. I might be stretching this out, but this division seems like they're getting their stuff back together again, as it looks to be competitive. So why am I saying this? Well, I feel like the Saints will go 13-4 and get the 4th seed in the playoffs. The Atlanta Falcons will go 12-5 to get the 6th seed in the playoffs. I have these teams doing well, but they are starting to have good offense and a solid defense to build around them. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as the Carolina Panthers will go 4-13, with Tampa Bay going 3-14, and they will be the 2nd worst team in the NFC. So overall, this division is showing inconsistencies, with 2 doing well, and the other 2 being bottom feeders. Well, that wraps up my predictions for the league this season. I probably could have made better predictions for certain teams looking back, but we'll see what all 32 NFL teams will happen to them this season. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.